Which battlefield are you headed to?
Phew. There may not be snow here, but the wind still settles right in your bones.
Make sure to stay warm, all right? It's often coldest in places without snow.
Apologies for dragging you so far north, and then saddling you with reconnaissance duties. Still, how are things looking?
Thought for sure we'd see signs of the enemy by now, but I've got nothing. You really think those Srang folks are coming over these mountains? Seems like a pretty risky plan.
Oh, they will come. It's in their nature.
And if I know their leader, this will be a much larger raid than normal.
This leader sounds like a big deal.
Yes, he's quite well versed in Fodlan's culture and military strategy alike.
After he was surrendered to Margrave Gautier as a prisoner of war, he was held here for some time. The Margrave lost his wife to the Srang offensive, and I know he harbored many ill feelings towards their people. But he also hoped to improve relations between the two peoples, and thusly treated his prisoner well, teaching him our language and customs. Sadly, the prisoner did not appreciate the effort. He fled Margrave Gautier at his first opportunity and scurried back home.
But if Srang offered him as a hostage, why would they welcome him back?
It's all a bit muddled and unclear. Father dispatched men to find out the truth of the matter, but everyone feigned ignorance.
Still, he now leads the Srang forces, which means they must have at least some respect for the man. Doubtless they were pleased when he walked in the door with inside knowledge of Fodlan practically oozing from his pores.
You've got one interesting neighbor, I'll give you that. Things are tougher in the north than I thought.
I'm glad you've come to understand our situation, at least in some small part.
Our preparations are complete, Father. Perhaps it's time we gather the generals?
Yes. Once everyone is here, we'll depart for the Ruska Mountains and take shelter at the stronghold in the foothills.
That stronghold again? We're practically retracing the entire northern campaign at this point.
Yes, that is where hostilities began, isn't it? Your Majesty, House Gautier should have been able to handle this situation ourselves. Pray forgive me for dragging you into it.
Not at all. Gautier and Fraldarius have long been allies in the fight against the forces of Srang. It is only right that the leader of House Blathid should come to your aid in a time of such crisis. I'll be counting on you and Sylvain as well.
Don't worry, we'll send these folks packing.
Great. In that case, maybe I'll kick back and let you do all the... Kidding. Kidding. Of course, I'll give this everything I have. Well, except my life. I'll be keeping that.
I'll do my best as well, Margrave. Though, having ceded the Fraldarius title to my son, I fear I'm not but a common military man now.
False modesty ill suits you, Rodrigue. Now let's all go out there and make our king proud. Brave soldiers of Mars,
ready to go.
I task you now with this. Defeat the forces of Srang and prove your might anew. I will hold down the stronghold. You focus on dispatching the enemy. Tough luck!
We must act now. Let us see what we can do.
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned. We must... Stand on the same battlefield where my father once fought.
Hear you loud and clear. Repeating the same fight as well. Not sure how I feel about that one.
This is nothing. I feel as though I'm fighting alongside the young Margrave and late king once again. It's
Take a breather.
quite the sensation.
I'm honored you think I stack up to my father. I can't help but feel like I pale in comparison.
Enough of that. You are more than worthy of the comparison. And to one day take his place as the Margrave.
Hey, Dimitri's already blazed that path, so he's got to know what he's talking about.
Time has come. There will be no end if we stay on the defensive. Perhaps we should take the fight to our enemy instead.
These wild tactics remind me of my... Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short father's chess strategies. Wait, I think they might be trying to reach our base.
Surrender!
Not a problem.
Let's take the stronghold.
Take a breather.
My father's first wife. It's the one who died in the Shrine raids. What was she like?
She was a classmate of ours at the academy, and the star pupil of the Black Eagles.
I understand he earned his Wall of Ice moniker after she was lost.
Indeed. Before that, he was a lively young man, cheerful, friendly to the last.
Allow me.
My turn.
That should make things easier, but there's still the commander to deal with.
This payback has been years in the making, Gautier!
You're done!
That guy. The one who's as loud as a cannon. That must be who we're looking for.
Everything is going swimmingly. I doubt even Lambert could find fault with us.
I pray my son isn't causing you or his majesty too much trouble.
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
We must act it.
shall take the lead.
Allow me. You'll pay. Allow me.
My turn?
I shall take the lead.
I'm ready to go.
Take this!
Hey, you tried.
My time has...
Take a breather. Here it comes! You're done!
I've awaited.
Allow me.
Allow me. Surrender!
A resounding success.
Don't hate us for this! Our way of life hangs in the balance! Perhaps I thought too highly of my troops. But I can retreat with my pride intact!
Yeah, and don't come back. Or if you do, at least leave your weapons and soldiers behind.
I'll think about it.
They descended upon us like a storm.
I've never seen the people of Srang fight with such ferocity, and their leader was a pure terror. Still, I thought that man more discerning than to simply attempt to batter his way into Fargus.
Sounds like someone lit a fire under them. Probably convinced them this was their chance to take out the kingdom. What with our being occupied with the Empire and all.
But who would this Flamestoker be? Someone from Adrestia, perhaps.
We can't discount Cornelia and her ilk. They're like a bad rash that won't go away.
It will take time to pin down the truth. But even if this is the result of some outside influence on the Srang clans, the fault still lies with me. I never should have educated that man.
Don't blame yourself, Father.
The people of Srang do not speak the language of Fodlan. Had he never learned it...
Yet Sylvain was only able to get through to him as a result of your teachings. And though his words lacked compassion, it was still quite remarkable to hear him speak at all. I was raised to think of the Srang people as demons who emerged unbidden from the snowy tundra. Considering that, exchanging even a few meager sentences with them feels like a miracle.
I agree with His Majesty. We will never achieve peace without understanding each other. And you know we can't end this through sheer force of arms alone, Father.
We already understand our enemy perfectly well. They fight for a port that is not choked with ice, and for land that is warm and fertile. Yet Fargus is hardly a region of abundance, and there is nothing we can spare them. So how exactly do you hope to achieve peace amidst such scarcity?
I don't know, yet. But I'll keep searching for a way, even if it takes my entire life.
You remain as naive as ever, boy.
Matthias, wait! Apologies, Your Majesty. I will go speak with him. You should make ready to head back.
What the Margrave says is reasonable, yet I sense an earnestness in your words as well, Sylvain.
Oh, I'm earnest, all right. I'll drag our people kicking and screaming to peace if that's what I have to do.
Peace with Srang doesn't sound like some hopeless ideal to me. I'm sure you'll find a way to pull it off.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Regardless, we must eliminate this threat if we ever hope to free ourselves from the power of the relics. Still, there's no reason we must do so through military might and bloodshed, if another way will suffice. I appreciate the way you think, Sylvain. I truly do.
And I'm always impressed with how much you hate warfare, considering how good you are at it.
Is your father going to be okay? He didn't exactly take well to your opinion back there.
Trust me, I've been a son for long enough to know that the feelings he keeps private can fill a library. If he really thought I was some kind of naive idiot, he'd have kept it to himself. There's something else weighing on his mind here. I'm certain of it.
There you are, Matthias.
Do you remember the night of the ball, Rodrigue? Back in our days at the Academy? You, me, and Lambert grew weary of the festivities and stole away to train by ourselves.
How could I forget? The stars in that sky were a true sight to behold. We talked about all sorts of things that night. It was the first time we ever discussed our dreams for the future, and the last as well.
Lambert told us how he hoped to forge a peace between Fargus and the people of Srang in Duscur.
Ha! He certainly did. And once he was named king, the man did his best to see it through. Srang may have been a lost cause, but he worked tirelessly to bring Duscur into the fold.
I called him naive that night. His dreams sounded like the thing of childhood storybooks and cradle tales. But these days, I wonder if I wasn't the naive one. He always took the long view of things, saw the whole continent unfolding before him. But me? I've lost too many over the years, and their blood clouds my vision. I could never see things now as he once did. Could there really be a pathway to peace?
Ah. You haven't changed one bit, Matthias. If you regret what you said to Sylvain, I suggest you find him and apologize before this goes any further.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Understood. I won't fail.
The fight starts now.
Everyone, to
Allow
arms!
me. Stand
We fight
down.
for Vargas!
Onward to victory.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Let's begin. It's time to...
This stronghold will fall!
Let us crush their defenses!
No mercy.
Take a breather.
Hope this helps. Stand back now. The area is ours.
We're in bad shape over here.
Called. Let us press our advantage further.
The stronghold's ours. Right on. Imperial General Ladislava is here to fight.
It's not over.
Who do you think I am?
Excellent, Phoenix. I've always known you were capable of this.
I must collect myself and concentrate.
Great.
This victory will be the first step toward our new future.
Greetings.
I see.
I can do this. I can depart at once.
The fight starts now.
I will never falter. Now handle this. Onward. I'll do what I can. I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything to me.
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned. Let us crush their defenses.
sure to keep hold of it.
We will proceed as planned. Let us crush their defenses.
I won't allow myself to be outdone.
I gotta keep up with you.
I'm fine, really. Thank the goddess it worked.
We did it!
This is not yet the time for celebration.
It's still fun.
We can ill afford defeat here. This should make a good foothold.
At this moment.
All would be lost if I were to die here. I'm dragging the others down. A great success.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
You won't stop!
Just watch. Allow me. You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
Let's carve a swath through
Take
the
a breather.
battlefield.
I'll finish this. Think I could use this.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands. We'll give it a shot.
My turn?
Face my comrades after this.
Still improving.
I can always count on you.
Let's make the most of this.
Yeah, right.
Keep going, Dimitri. We can win this.
This victory will be the first step toward our new future. How?
Would you mind listening to I shall see to preparations at once?
Hey! What'd you think? May I have a word? Have to do my best.
I can do this.
Let's earn our keep.
Let's all make it out of this alive.
Moment. Victory will be ours. Together.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Not a problem.
Let's take it for ourselves.
Here goes! This stronghold will fall! You'll have to take things from here.
I'm sorry.
Allow me. Take a breather. Let's get started.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
I guess running away is our only option. Not a problem. I've got this.
I shall take
Here I go!
I've awaited this moment.
We did it!
Is that all? A feeble defense. stop now.
Keep going, Dimitri. We can win this.
You'll only face my comrades after this.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
I'll do my best.
Sorry, I gotta fall back.
This will make a fine foothold.
I don't know how long I can hold out. Help me, please.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Escape is our only option.
Fear not. We shall join you.
I refuse to hold back. You won't stop me!
You shall pay for this. You hear?
You'll have to take things from here.
Let's press our advantage further.
Oh, Goddess. Thank you for your protection.
Well,
Let's earn our keep.
I'll do whatever
I've
I
awaited
have
this
to.
moment.
Yeah, we can win this.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous.
Not a problem. This stronghold will fall!
All would be lost if I were to die here. I'm glad that went well. A taste more bitter than blackest coffee. Please find it in your heart to help me.
Allow me to help you. I can hold my own and fight.
Not a problem.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry. won't lose, no matter what. Looks like that's it for us. So this is defeat. I'm sorry. So this is defeat. I'm sorry. We won't lose, no matter what.
I refuse to hold back. You won't stop me! Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
Have to keep the momentum going.
Let us never stop moving forward.
There won't be anything for the rest of us to do if you keep that up, Your Majesty.
I can't lose.
This will make a fine football.
I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
Well,
Okay.
How about it?
Let's earn our keep. They're not taking this from us.
I've awaited this moment.
We have to do everything we can. Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do my best.
Let's move.
Don't let the stronghold fall. To your posts, everyone!
We can't let it end like this.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
We did it!
I'm dragging the others down.
Here I go!
Allow me!
A resounding success.
For you!
We'll give you a hand.
how can I face my comrades after this?
I'm glad that went well.
You'll have to take things from here.
My wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Shall we?
I see no merit in remaining on this battlefield any longer.
Shall we? This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Fear not, we shall join you.
I won't let anyone near this stronghold. You know what they say about playing with fire.
Defend this position with your lives!
We can ill afford defeat here. Not a problem.
Maybe this.
Sorry.
Resistance is futile.
Take a breather.
I've awaited this moment.
A taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
Here I go!
This is all my fault.
I've got you now!
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
My turn.
No looking back.
Nice one.
You've done well, everyone.
That's so.
The fight starts now. They're not taking this from us.
We can still reverse our fortunes.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do my best.
bitter and black as coffee.
Leave this to me.
Tastes more bitter than black as coffee.
Yes, we did it.
This will make a fine foothold.
Attack! Don't give him a chance to retaliate.
Could someone help me?
You can't let it end like this.
Fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
What's next?
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
So, what's next?
We need some help, and fast.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
You can't let it end like this.
We're not losing to anyone!
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
Have to keep going.
You've really come into your own, haven't you?
Whew, we did it.
The fight starts now.
Leave everything you have on this battle. Now, all units, move out!
Yeah, we can win this!
Looks like that's it for us.
I've awaited this moment.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Retreat!
Don't let the stronghold fall. To your posts, everyone!
Let us begin.
We're not losing to anyone!
Not a problem. I've got it.
My apologies, but we require immediate support.
Let us press our advantage further.
We're done for. The rest is up to you! We're done for. The rest is up to you!
Let us never stop moving forward.
There won't be anything for the rest of us to do if you keep that up, Your Majesty.
No use fighting a losing battle.
I'm dragging the others down. I'm glad that went well.
I'll dirty my hands if I must. I may be more suited to the classroom, but I cannot stand idly by.
Thanks for the help, everyone. We couldn't have done this without a group effort.
What do you think?
Houses Gert, Esser, Lock-in, and Ox. I can't believe we'll be facing them all at once.
What do you expect? From their standpoint, this is an invasion, and they are the ones to repel it. They fight to protect their homes, their families, their livelihoods, just as we would fight to protect ours. We would all do well not to forget that. Be sure to tell those under your commands the same.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Feeling guilty about this isn't gonna change anything. We still have to fight, and we still have to win.
You're right. This is the only way we'll ever get peace back in Fodlan.
There's no turning back now. Not after what we've done. But I don't regret any of it. I believe in the path we're on, the very one that's led us to the battle ahead.
Lasting peace is waiting for you on the other side of this fight. You've got my power to see you through it.
It doesn't matter what any of us say, Boar. You know what needs to be done. We'll have plenty of time to grieve once this is all over. So stick to the plan and don't look back.
We stand here because we believe in you, Your Majesty.
I see. I'm heartened to know I have your trust. Whenever I've lost my way, all of you have been there to help me recover it.
It's the least we can do, both as your subjects and your friends.
Everything seems to be in order, Your Majesty. Sorry, am I interrupting something here?
No, we've just finished. We will need your strength in this battle, Rodrigue.
And my strength you'll have. Let's show these Imperial scoundrels what a mistake it is to cross the people of Fargus.
If that's what you want.
I won't fail.
So many no...
Let's begin. I will be your shield.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help.
Hear you loud and clear. Leave the back.
Full Imperial houses have assembled on the battlefield. From the looks of it, they're desperate to defend the Empire.
As are we to fight for our home. First, we must make haste and take the main hall.
Duke Gert is holed up in the main hall, but capturing strongholds and besieging the enemy should draw him out.
All right, let's aim for the closest stronghold first. Easy does it.
You got my back?
Let's do it.
This moment. Let's go, Dedu.
I am ever with you.
Let's go! I'll
Allow
do it.
me. I appreciate your help. I'm
Take
coming.
a breather.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
We will proceed as we must.
Shall we?
Let us crush their defenses.
Let's take it for ourselves.
On to the next ones.
Something doesn't seem quite right. Does this feel a little too easy to anyone else?
Here we go. I've awaited this.
Here I go!
Stand down! Wonderful progress. That should put us at ease for the time being. Here they are, right on schedule. All units, move out and take the Kingdom forces down.
So the enemy general finally shows. We've...
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
We will proceed as we must strive to
Shall we?
I've gotta put them on the defense. My turn.
Right on me!
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
The strongholds belong to us now.
I'll do my best!
Still,
Allow me.
Take a breather.
it all seems to be going too smoothly.
They're all over us. I can't stay here any longer.
Don't think you can escape! After her, quick!
Felix, don't break ranks.
Remember our objective. We will not be able to besiege the enemy until we've captured the strongholds.
You got my back?
Right on me!
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
There, the path is clear. Wait.
You've walked right into my trap. I simply can't waste this golden opportunity.
Hanuman shall have his day. Dead from above.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I'll do my best.
It's an ambush. Everyone fall back. We can take down the enemies at the rear first.
Now we tighten the net. We can't let any of our units fall before we have them surrounded.
That's Linhard. Are we gonna have to kill him?
I fear that I'll just get in your way and ruin the wonderful strategy you've all thought up.
We will proceed as planned. We move. No. We will proceed as planned.
No, is that Constance? Please, let me talk to her.
Send in the remaining soldiers.
Let's link up.
Right on me!
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
Reinforcements! We'll have to outlast them somehow.
Awaited this moment.
I won't ask you to switch sides, but maybe we could stop fighting at least.
You could have said as much before you beat me up. You're all cruel, you know that? But fine.
Victory must be ours. We will raise the city, and the Kingdom Army with it.
How dare you threaten our lands, Vargas worms!
More of them? When will it ever end?
Please, let's stop this. I could never bring myself to kill you.
So the goddess wishes me to suffer even further embarrassment.
They fended off our ambush. No, we cannot allow them to gain momentum.
The time has come to remount our attack on the main hall.
See my territory invaded. I cannot suffer that.
Not a problem. I've got this.
That's too close for comfort. I refuse to die in a place like this.
I'll do my best!
Allow me.
Take a breather. You got my back?
Right on me!
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
I shall take the lead.
They have the numbers.
Here I go!
Above all else, we must protect His Majesty.
That's not how we rank and file soldiers fall. I am the Viscount, and I must not die.
My turn?
You're wide open!
The enemy's really serious about this. They're sending in so many soldiers.
Here we go!
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
Shall we? I'll
Watch yourself!
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist.
I'll do my best! You're wide open!
I won't let anyone near this strong.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
I shall take the lead.
Guard this place with your lives.
Let's go, dude. With me now.
It's my pleasure. Stand down!
My blade is blunted after all. Forgive me, my dear Monica.
Father, no! You didn't have to. My mistake led to my father's death. I shall have revenge.
She got the better of us before, but not this time.
Monarch will back you up. Oh dear.
Can't stop.
Perhaps it's time we join the battle in earnest.
I won't watch her die. Let's go, Hanneman.
I can't die here. I won't.
Here I go!
Let her go. But that,
Send the soldiers, please.
we must prepare for our next maneuver.
I'll do all I can. I've got you now! I can still fight.
It's so dreadful to see a familiar face across the battlefield. That said, I will not back down.
So you're an Imperial General now, Professor Manuela.
Go! Now! I'll do all I can. I've got you now!
No, I refuse to die single. There's still so much I want to do in life. I have to withdraw.
I'll do my best.
Allow me.
Let's take it for ourselves.
Let's do this! Let's do this!
I'm not falter.
Imbeciles!
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed as planned.
Take a breather.
I've awaited.
I'll do my best.
I can go.
My turn?
I've awaited this
Not a problem.
moment.
I shall make them work for it, if nothing else.
Let's go, dude.
With me now.
It's my pleasure. Stand down!
I may have one foot in the grave.
Here I go.
I insist I keep the other out there for the time being.
I'm with you!
You made a very formidable duel. I wonder if our paths will cross again in the future.
You force your way into my city and kill innocent
Take a
people.
breather.
And you're shameless enough to claim you're on the side of justice.
This stronghold will fall!
my hometown.
I shall take the lead.
Do my best.
Allow me.
My turn.
There. We've done what we can.
Isn't it time for you to come out already, Duke Gert? The general ought to seek vengeance for his subordinates.
Be careful what you wish for. I've quite a lot of deaths to avenge by now. How ironic. My territory has always strived for peace, and it's the first claimed by the flames of war.
Let's link up.
Right on me!
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
Duke Gert is essential to our empire. He must be protected at all costs.
I shall take the lead.
I see they're putting up one last bit of futile resistance. Too bad it's not going to work.
It's all too much for me to bear.
Let's go, dude.
With me now.
It's my pleasure. Stand
Run, Gert. You must save Her Majesty.
I can help. Let's be off. To victory.
I'm coming too. There.
Stay calm.
I won't let you.
This is as far as we go. Forgive our weakness.
No, you've done plenty. You have my gratitude.
My turn. You got my back?
Right on me!
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
I cannot perish here. I must protect the Empire.
Our enemies fought well. To be honest, I'm not sure how much more we can endure. We've taken the main hall. Victory is ours, Knights of Fargus!
The enemy fought like they were possessed out there. One wrong move, and we'd have been finished.
Imperial nobles will battle to the bitter end to protect their homes, just as we would. I suggest you get used to it. Everyone we face from this point forward will strike at us with the same vigor.
I guess it's kill or be killed, huh? It's exhausting just thinking about the road ahead.
Do not complain. We are only doing this to restore peace to Fodlan, remember?
I can't say I blame you for worrying. This is a difficult campaign in every sense of the word. For one, the unfamiliar terrain greatly favors our enemy. And however noble our cause, the guilt of invading our neighbors will always weigh heavy on our minds.
Be that as it may, We can't turn back now. If the kingdom and empire cannot coexist, then there is no other choice but to fight.
He's right. We all know what'll happen to Fargus if we just sit back and let Adrestia do what they want.
So you all grasp the gravity of our actions, yet choose to march on regardless. It seems our rising lords have grown even stronger than I thought. The future of Fargus is a bright one indeed. For now, all we can do is commend our soldiers for delivering us a valiant triumph, and of course, bid they continue the march. When the sun sets on this war, only our king will be fettered by the vile moniker of invader.
Don't put this all on him.
And it will fall on you to support him through it, Felix. You understand, yes? That is your duty as the shield of Fargus, and descendant of the hero Fraldarius.
Obviously.
Oh, Rodrigue. You're up late.
Ah, yes. Preparing strategy proposals for tomorrow's War Council. The more legwork I can do in advance, the smoother the process will go, thus lessening the burden on His Majesty. Even one as strong as he would collapse from overwork were all our councils an unchecked slog.
He barely sleeps as it is, right? Sometimes I see him face down on his desk, I guess catching what little shut-eye he can.
Yes, he reminds me of the late king in that sense. Lambert too ascended the throne at a young age. Too young, if you ask me. And struggled greatly to adapt to the many rigors of governance.
Guess you two knew each other a long time then. I heard you went to the academy together at least. I've gotta ask, is Dimitri really that much like his dad?
You would hardly be able to tell them apart were they in the same room now. Though Lambert did have a somewhat shorter temper. Still, they're birds of a feather compared to my son and I. The two of us are as different as the blackest night and the brightest day.
Yeah, you're really not very similar at all. Your looks aside, of course.
If you're wondering where his stubbornness came from, that was entirely his mother. That said, he has come to resemble me over the years, though mostly in ways I had hoped to avoid.
Meaning what?
He can't live without some great purpose in life urging him forward. There is no peace in such an existence. I know, because I'm the same way. As Lambert's right hand, I devoted every waking moment to serving him, supporting him. And when he was lost, so too was my reason for being. I had no choice but to search for something else to propel me forth. In the end, and after much consideration, I chose to devote myself anew to Lambert, to seeing through the promise I had made him.
And what was that?
That should his son ever lose his way, I would be the one to set him back on the proper course. But I won't be here forever. Thankfully, His Majesty is blessed with friends like you. Ones who are willing to ease the immense burden on his shoulders.
Funny. I feel like Dimitri's been helping me this whole time, not the other way around. But it's all a give and take in the end, right? You've done more than your fair share for me, too.
I'm glad to hear that, truly. But to be frank, my own shortcomings have grown alarmingly clear of late. It's not enough to simply stand by his side in support. He needs someone to grab his hand and pull him in the right direction.
And you don't think you can do that? Even with Gustav's help?
At the end of the day, he and I are nothing more than His Majesty's retainers. We cannot view Fodlin through his eyes. But you, You stand on equal footing with him as a trusted friend. Such a bond is a rare thing indeed.
Dimitri's my leader, yeah, but he's a friend first. Probably helps that I'm not part of the nobility.
Is that the root of it, I wonder? If I recall, you were born in Alliance territory, yes?
Yep, in a remote mountain town off in Ordelia lands. Honestly, I don't remember much more than that. And with this weird power and all, it's hard to say for sure where I really came from.
Well, if you ask me, those things, your background, your abilities, don't matter much in the end. I can't blame you for being curious, of course. But we haven't put our faith in you because of whose child you are. The relationships you've built in your time here transcend whatever blood may flow in your veins.
Huh, what a wonderful human being. A true man of character.
Anyway, seeing as you're here, I was hoping you might be willing to share some of your wisdom with me. I would love to know a mercenary's thoughts on the proper location to stage an ambush, and where in that position our archers should take up posts.
Now we're talking. Let's see.
Azure Gleam, a trick of the goddess. Central Adrestia is soundly defended under the command of Regent Ire. However, attacks from the Kingdom and Alliance erode the Empire's defenses in both the east and west. Amidst all this, General Randolph enlists a certain mercenary company to Adrestia's cause. Their forces stand to defend Hevring territory, the Empire's final bastion in the west. Let me get this straight. If they break through Hevring land, there'll be nothing to stop the Kingdom's army from rolling straight to the capital.
That's right. The seat of Hevring's power, Mazgus, lies east of here, past the bottleneck in the Agma Mountains. It's essentially on Inbar's doorstep, the western gateway to the seat of power. Count Hevring and his men will make their last stand there. That is, if the Lions of Fargus can get through us first. And of course, we will make every possible effort to defeat them, for whatever that's worth.
Never a good sign when you're calling something your last stand.
Indeed. And we've lost far too many of our most formidable generals, including Marquis Vestra. I've not the slightest idea what's befallen our forces at the capital, nor in the east for that matter.
Yes, the whole army's been feeling a little off lately. Thankfully, you and your squadron still have your heads on straight.
It's a sad state of affairs out there. Hardly any dependable leaders remain. Instead, we're left with those who take pride in senseless looting and slaughter, or compete to see who can reduce more villages to ash. Each and every one of them handpicked by His Excellency, the Regent.
Are you sure you should be spilling secrets like that?
It's all right. I'd like you to have the full picture. Your company holds the key to victory in your hands. And with it, our very lives. Oh, but keep all that under wraps, if you would. It would bring the morale of my troops crashing to new lows were that to get out.
Usually mercs are backup for an army, not full-on replacements. But it is what it is. In any case, we'll get the job done so long as you're paying.
Jeralt, should I perish in this fight, you can consider your contract terminated. You'll be free to stop supporting the Empire in its foul descent into depravity.
Randolph.
You feeling any better? I have to say, I'm still not used to this new look of yours.
That makes two of us. But it will bother me less once I'm on the battlefield.
If you say so. With the war and the state it's in, the kingdom is throwing everything they've got at this thing. I don't know if it's that or something else, but I've got a bad feeling. So watch yourself out there.
I will. You do the same.
Oh, right. I've been meaning to give you this. Never used to be without it. Cuts like a dream. I want you to have it. Swords like this are given to captains of the Knights of Saros, and mine was just collecting dust in the band's convoy.
That's right. Alois mentioned you used to serve there.
That was a lifetime ago. I don't plan on swinging this sword ever again.
But are you sure you want to give it away? It must be quite special to you.
I'd be happiest seeing you get some use out of it.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Be good to it, all right?
The general opposite us is a man by the name of Randolph. I hear tell he's related to the Empire's Count Burgleys. To complicate matters further, he's hired Jeralt's mercenaries to assist in their fight.
Them again, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
The Imperial Army has gathered their forces in Hevring territory, with said mercenaries composing the core of their offense. I expect they'll engage us in the woodlands, an ideal location for the guerrilla warfare they specialize in.
Then we'll have to look out for traps and ambushes as we advance. More than usual, that is.
They're placing a great deal of faith in Jeralt, trusting the front lines to his company.
Perhaps there are no other generals for them to rely on.
This is our chance then. We'll be in a great spot if we can land a decisive blow on the Empire.
Absolutely. They're bound to start feeling the heat over in Enbar once we get a solid foothold here in Hevring territory.
Yes, and the enemy is surely well aware of that fact. No doubt that's precisely why Jeralt is among their ranks.
He and his company are incredible fighters. But there's more to it than that. They also have immense discipline. As long as they can afford the cost, I can see why the Imperials would trust them over some of their less experienced generals.
I didn't expect us to be facing them again so soon. We had best be ready. Though truly, I wish we could fight alongside them for once instead.
We should probably just steer clear of them entirely. There's no point throwing our lives away against an opponent we can't beat. All we've got to do is take down their General Randolph, and the mercenaries will scatter.
Oh, come now. You're strong enough to defeat the Ashen Demon if you want. I know you are. But if this is how you'd like to handle it, I'll still be in your corner helping you every step of the way.
Whatever we decide to do, we will need a sound strategy if we are going to win.
Strategy, huh? Maybe something like a huge surprise attack on the Imperial positions.
A bold suggestion, Sylvain. You remind me of your father when he was young.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment or what.
The Margrave's been managing the conflict in the north for decades now, hasn't he? I'd say it's a great honor to be compared to him.
Ah, such fine memories. All of his strategies seem to involve sending me and Lambert off to thrust through the enemy lines on our own.
Yeah, going straight to the suicide charge every time doesn't sound all that strategic to me.
At any rate, I have full faith that our combined might will be up to the task at hand. We must succeed.
What about this? I'll prepare at once.
Now then.
Hey, Rodrigue, you got a sec?
What's the matter? You look troubled.
Well, we ended up spending most of this winter out on the battlefield. So I was thinking, if we put an end to the war before next winter rolls around, maybe we could all go back north and...
And? Speak plainly.
I want to have a snowball fight. Dimitri said that's how all the kids in Fargus play during the winter. Figure it would be good to try at least once now that I'm living here in the kingdom.
Ha ha ha! Yes, a fine idea. The sport's rather profound, if I do say so myself. Dividing into factions and formulating strategies makes it just as much a battle of minds as it does one of hurled snow.
Hold on, strategy? This sounds kinda intense for a kid's game.
It is. When we were still in the throes of our youth, Lambert, Matthias, and I faced off in such a contest. With our squires in tow, we traveled to the northern mountains to do battle.
Hey, that sounds like fun. So what happened?
I was the first to fall. I hid in the shadows, biding my time and observing the enemy's movements until the moment was right to strike. And yet, such an opportunity never came. While his subordinates fought freely in the open, His Majesty launched a surprise attack on my position. Unfortunately, my men and I were unable to land even a single blow on him. Our defeat was a matter of course.
Now I know where Dimitri gets his tendency to rush into battle alone. Like father, like son, huh?
Indeed. Still, it's difficult to feel wronged when you've been defeated in such a swift and skillful manner. My downfall left only Lambert and the Margrave, a man notorious for his rotten character even as a child. His strategy was not to attack outright, but to prepare an ambush for His Majesty in one of the more densely wooded groves.
Seriously? All that for just a snowball fight? No wonder Sylvain is so cunning. Anyway, what happened next?
We were all familiar with Matthias's ignoble tactics, so His Majesty was careful to avoid the cowardly ambush which had been laid for him. At last, just as the opposing generals were staring each other down, Gunnar, the current Count Galatea and noble, many years our senior, emerged from the wood to put a stop to it. In the end, our final showdown that day was between his hands and the scruffs of our necks, all while our ears rang with his dire warnings about the mountains.
That sounds like Ingrid's dad, all right. Guess that means nobody won, huh?
Yes, the story dates back several decades, but I still remember it as if we were trudging through the snow only yesterday. Say, if you do end up mustering an army for one of these snowball battles, I would be honored to observe, should you have me.
He'll be the first person I tell. Oh, but it's gonna have to wait till the war's over.
Nothing like a little friendly competition to lighten the mood after years of bloodshed. You know, of late I've been dreading the coming winter, but now I feel I may actually look forward to it.
You must rest, Your Majesty. These late hours will only undermine your health.
I appreciate your concern, but I fear sleep eludes me after our last battle. No need to wait for me to do, or to worry. I'll rest when I find a suitable stopping point.
You said the same the other day, then worked until the break of dawn.
I should know better than to argue when you get like this. Very well. I'll rest once I know these documents contain no errors. And if you assist me, it will go all the faster.
This is written in the language of Duscar. Is it a letter to the leadership?
Yes. I'd asked their cooperation in investigating a number of matters pertaining to the tragedy of Duscar. Some interim reports arrived the other day, so I'm thanking them for those and requesting a further investigation into another matter.
I see. Such important tasks warrant daylight. Can this not wait until morning?
And what if I fall in battle tomorrow and the work remains forever unfinished? I must do all that I can while I still draw breath. I will uncover the truth of that day and exact revenge for the dead. I swear it. There's no time to waste. After all, it doesn't appear resolving this issue will be as simple as just setting all the perpetrators to meet their end.
All the more reason to rest and preserve your health.
My rest and health can wait. At least until I've looked through these inquiries into the Western Front. And I should put in some training before I sleep, to make up for all this desk work.
Do you still have nightmares of that day?
You remember then? I'm surprised. I've not mentioned them in years. I used to summon you to my room under the pretense of keeping you safe from the others in the castle. Then I'd have you listen to me babble until sleep finally claimed me.
I've always been grateful for the consideration you showed.
It was my own selfishness, nothing praiseworthy.
Well, if sleep still evades you, I would be happy to lend an ear.
That would only succeed in exhausting us both. We have an early start tomorrow, so please, get some rest. I know you will once again implore me not to overextend myself. But I assure you that I know my own limits better than anyone.
At least let me bring tea before I depart.
That would be wonderful to do. And apologies for always putting you through so much trouble.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
Eating outside like this makes the food taste even better.
Wow, this is so good. I had no idea you had this kind of skill.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
It's true what they say. Good company makes a meal all the more delicious.
Not a fan of Fargus cuisine? I think it's fine enough myself.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
You went to the trouble just for me? Thank you. What a thoughtful gesture. Well, let's eat.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
How nice it is to eat with friends. Far preferable to taking my meals alone in silence.
I must thank you. I haven't seen His Majesty in high spirits like this for far too long.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Come on, we'll do it together.
Yeah, we've got this. We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
All right, let's give it our best.
Let's go.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Let's do this together. We can do it together.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
You always tell me to rest to do, but I wonder if you get enough rest yourself.
You needn't worry, Your Majesty. I will rest when I must.
The two of us make a formidable team.
I'm just happy to be of use.
We all must do our fair share.
Time to work you into shape.
you...
Teamwork can really take you places. Have I...
We make a good pair.
The more...
Not bad. Lots of... Not bad.
Don't hold anything back to do. Together, our success is guaranteed.
I'll do my best. Just don't overexert yourself, Your Majesty. This is better than training alone.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Ugh, today's training was rough. Guess I need to start working even harder if I want to keep up.
You know, it's incredible just how into all this you are. But I do feel kind of bad for you.
Why? It's my own fault for not being up to snuff. Just you watch, Sylvain. I'm gonna stand head and shoulders above everyone else in the next battle.
That's not what I mean. I feel bad that we roped you into this war. The only reason any of us are fighting is to keep our homes from being destroyed. If we fail, we'll lose everything. Our houses, our families, the places we grew up. But you don't have that kind of personal stake in this thing. You can live wherever the wind takes you.
True. I am a bit of a nomad.
Isn't there anywhere you call home, though?
Well, sorta. I grew up in a remote village off in the mountains, so that's probably the closest thing. But it's hard to really say for sure. Honestly, I doubt I'll ever understand what it means to have a home like all of you do.
So what? Are you just in this for the money then?
If I'm getting paid for a job, then I'll do whatever it takes to see it through to the end. And of course, I want to keep my friends safe too.
A very you answer if I've ever heard one. Not that that's a bad thing.
Really, I think this is the closest thing to a home I've ever had. Because I've got all of you here.
Are you sure? This place doesn't make for quality living, trust me. I mean, it's cold, it's desolate, and there's nowhere to go to have any fun. Plus, we've constantly got enemies like Srang soldiers coming at us from every angle.
Well, I can't deny that. But it's still important to you anyway, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And it's our job to make it a place where everyone can live in peace.
Right. Who knows what'll happen after the war. But for now, I'm with you guys every step of the way.
I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, and about those plans for the fire orb I showed you? Would you mind helping me with a little experiment later? The thing hardly had any punch to it when I tested it.
Sure. Sounds like it's a long way off still, huh?
Hey, I'm trying here. I even got in touch with the School of Sorcery to see if they could help.
No rush, Sylvain. I'm sure you'll finish it one of these days. I've spent enough time with you to know. You can do anything when you put your mind to it.
Your Majesty, you will take ill if you keep sleeping at your desk.
Do? Oh, I've done it again. Yes, well, thank you for waking me and sparing my poor neck any further damage.
You sounded pained. Is everything all right?
Dreaming of the past again, I fear.
The tragedy?
No. The day I returned to the capital afterward. Do you remember the child who cursed me after my father's funeral?
Yes. I believe he was the son of a knight who fell in Dusker.
He was furious that I would not take revenge on your people, and even more enraged to see you serving as my vassal. He berated me without mercy, demanding I kill you then and there. All I could do was walk away. Everyone desires revenge for that day. Survivors and the dead alike cry out for retribution.
I know, Your Majesty.
I seek to fulfill the duty they have given me, and have never once flinched from it. And yet, to do. If I were mortally wounded and begged with my dying breath for you to avenge me, what would you do?
I would do it, even at the cost of my life.
And if I told you to forget me, and live for your own happiness?
I would regretfully decline. I cannot know happiness without you by my side. I would still seek vengeance, just for my own sake, not yours.
Interesting. And nothing I say to the contrary will change your mind?
Your Majesty, can you not live for your own sake?
My life is not my own. It belongs to my kingdom, my people, and the dead. But had I been born to a different fate, well, perhaps I would have traveled outside Foland with you as a mercenary. Or perhaps I'd be a farmer. I confess the thought does sound rather delightful.
Surely you could still tread those paths.
It was a jest to do. I merely said the first thing that came to mind. I am driven by matters on which I cannot permit myself to yield. I hope you understand that.
Well then, all the more reason to get some proper rest. If work remains, I will aid you. If you have difficulty sleeping, I will lend you my ear. But seeing you slumped over at your desk disturbs me. Every time, I fear death has come for you in the night.
Death will never sneak up on me as long as I remain under your watchful attention.
Your Majesty, please.
Though, if I were to die and leave you alone, the aftermath would be horrendous. I suppose I will heed your advice. Just this once.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
What lovely weather. Morning walks really are the best. Is that Ash? I thought it was you. What are you doing out and about so early?
Morning, Annette. I've been teaching some of the townspeople how to read and write, as well as some basic math skills. We were all so into it, we didn't notice the time slipping away, and now... it's suddenly morning.
Wow, that's so good of you, Ash. What made you decide to do that?
When I went into town earlier, I found a merchant selling medicine at outrageous prices. But people were all snapping it up without even questioning it. Well, I couldn't just stand by and watch it happen. So I called a couple folks over to show them the math. A few more people came over, and then a few more. And before I knew it, I found myself becoming their teacher.
That is so you. But seriously, I think it's amazing. If you ever decide to break out the chalk again, I'd love to help. You can handle reading and math and stuff, and I'll teach him magic and history.
Really? That would be great! I enjoy studying a lot, but I don't think I'm very good at actually instructing people.
Well, they are two completely different things. Speaking of which, didn't Lord Lenato teach you your letters and numbers?
Yes, although my father showed me some basic arithmetic as well. Lenato always used to say that study is the path to one's own morality.
What does that mean?
Well, there's no universal rules for what's right and what's wrong, you know? So you have to find your own morality, something you can believe in and stick to, no matter what. He also said a person needs knowledge and education to make that happen.
I suppose knowledge does grant the power to make sound judgments. I mean, I saw everything differently once I started attending the School of Sorcery and the Officers' Academy.
Most of the people here lack the means to attend such institutions, but they still contend with danger and lies on a daily basis. I want to give them the tools to see their way clear of that. So, I guess that's why I'm teaching them. I want to meet them as an equal, not as a Knight of Farkas, but as someone who knows exactly what they're going through.
That's incredible, Ash. I think I could learn a thing or two from you, too.
Goodness, but that is heavy.
Could you grab the feed over there, Mercedes?
Yes, of course. Give me one moment, please.
Please, don't push yourself if you're tired. I can do it.
Well, we managed to finish. I'm so sorry for leaving the bulk of the work to you.
Do not worry about it. You are always helping me with so many other things. Besides which, I am used to taking care of horses. It barely even feels like work anymore.
I suppose House Galatea is famous for its Pegasus Knights.
Yes, though they are costly to care for, so we don't keep many. When I was a child, I often helped my older brothers tend to both our Pegasi and our horses.
I forgot that you have brothers.
Yes, my eldest brother acts as our father's advisor, while the other serves a different family as a knight.
You must have been very close. It's wonderful.
I suppose, though we hardly ever played together, the age gap was just too great. My eldest brother in particular was incredibly strict with me. Whenever I would try to go horseback riding through the hills, he would say, "How dare you do something so dangerous? What if something happened to you?" What's worse, my father agreed with him. It kept me from getting out on too many adventures as a child. Thinking back on it, I understand their concern. I was the only one in the family to bear a crest, after all.
I'm not so certain your crest was the reason for their concern. I think they were worried simply because they love you. You're the youngest, yes? It's only natural for them to want to keep you safe.
Well, it is true we had a mostly good relationship, but I don't know if I'd go that far.
I'm not so sure. They would have treasured you all the same, even if you didn't bear a crest. I used to fuss over my younger brother all the time when we were little, so I understand what it's like to be an older sibling.
I hear you, but I still don't see the need to be quite so overprotective.
You protest, but I can tell you enjoyed their show of affection. In fact...
Mercedes? What are you doing?
I'm ruffling your hair, since your brothers aren't around to do it.
That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Come, we should get back to work.
Whatever you say.
Never thought we'd get the chance to fight side by side again. It was a total surprise, to be honest. But I'm actually pretty happy with how things shook out. I know. You're still as cold as ice, you know that? Would it kill you to say you're happy to see me or something? Sorry to disappoint. Nah, I actually kinda missed it. Besides, that's just how you are. So, what have you been up to since you left the Knights? I spent some time in Leicester as a mercenary. Not many people know me there. But you already knew that. You sent for me, didn't you? You mean back at the battle at Aryan Road, right? Actually, the Knights were just throwing my name around to recruit all the mercenaries they could. I had no idea you'd be one of them. Huh. So it really was just a coincidence. What about you? Still serving as Rhea's sword? Lady Rhea. I'll let that slide since you're not a Knight of Saros anymore. But to answer your question, yes. No matter who I'm swinging it at, my sword will always belong to her. Honestly, I was surprised to hear you'd slipped away after repaying your debt to Lady Rhea. You didn't even say goodbye. I was furious. I guess sneaking out was the right call then. I was running around, shouting that I'd drag you back to Garreg Mach and kill you myself. But then Lady Rhea took me to task. She said it wasn't fair for me to impose the Church's values on someone who wasn't from Fodlan. Sounds like I owe her another one. For what? I wasn't really going to kill you. I'll take your word for it. You know, I fought alongside a lot of people since I left. But you're still the only one I trust to have my back. So what you're really saying is that you missed me and wish you never left? You basically said the same yourself, didn't you?
But yes, I did miss you. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
For once, I'm glad I was wrong. Would you look at that? You have changed. And I feel the same. Really. I couldn't ask for a better partner than you. But if you disappear on me again, so help me, I really will hunt you down.
Then the next time I go somewhere, I'll just have to drag you with me.
I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Well, well. Hope come back soon, all right? Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Yes?
My instruction comes at a high price.
This'll help me break new bound. Hey, a new power. All right.
How can I best use this power?
No, this is not. No, this is not my peak.
Got to give this a try sometime.
This will help everyone out. Hey, I'm getting better.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
I think I've learned something new.
Hey, I'm stronger. Hey, I'm stronger. I've grasped new strength. I've grasped new strength.
For His Majesty. For His Majesty.
Only thorns left on this.
Oh, look at that.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? 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 See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Well, well. Hello, you. Come back soon, all right?
I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.